trespassing.
You don't need to touch
There's
me.
multiple signs dictating
You don't.
this
No,
is
there is
enclosed
not.
property.
No,
yes,
there is
is.
not.
And you just walk past them.
No, I didn't.
Come in.
Right over here.
Exactly. So
right
that's
over
where they
there.
are. So
No, they're
continue
not.
on. Let's go. I'm
Listen,
more than willing to walk with you.
Don't touch me.
I'm going to touch you. So
No, you're
let's
not.
Go.
No,
Don't touch
I
me.
can walk.
Okay, so walk.
I can
I'm more
walk.
than willing to walk with you.
Don't touch.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around, like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there a
doing.
reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say.
government, one doesn't.
Well, one of them over.
Imagine visiting your local police station, calmly exercising your right to record, only to be grabbed and pushed by a sergeant who thinks the law bends to his will. In today's story, a simple act of filming on public property spirals into an outrageous display of authority and misunderstanding. But how far will it go when the cameras don't stop rolling?
Looks like they got some construction going on here in the parking lot. Let's take a look around the parking lot first, and then we'll head inside. East Hampton Town Police Mobile Command Unit. You got the Marine Patrol. East Hampton Town Police marked cars. Looks like this is the kind of vehicles they are impounding here. You know, a scooter, a few bikes. Ambulance just arrived. Looks like they're taking this prisoner into the ambulance, take him to the hospital. How you doing today?
How are you?
Good.
While you're videotaping?
Just videotaping.
Okay, I have a patient, so I would mind if you did not use that footage.
Okay. You got a sergeant right there.
You with these guys?
No, I'm not with them, no.
Who are you with?
I'm with myself.
Okay, well, this is a private property. You're going to have to leave.
Excuse me. Whoa, don't touch
This
me.
is private property. There's no trespassing.
Whoa,
unless you're
whoa,
law
whoa,
enforcement.
whoa, whoa. Listen.
Let's go.
Sergeant Martin,
Correct.
take a deep breath,
Yep.
right? Let's take a deep breath.
Let's keep walking while
Let's
I breathe.
de-escalate.
No, we're de-escalating.
Don't touch
You're
me.
on private property.
Don't touch me.
Okay, no problem.
Don't touch me.
I'm going to touch you if you don't cooperate.
Don't
because
touch
you're
me.
on private property.
Don't
so
touch me.
You're in the police station.
Don't touch me.
Enclosed lot.
Don't touch me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Don't touch me.
Okay, let's go.
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching you. I'm
Don't-
escorting you out of
Don't
here.
touch me.
You want to get placed
Don't.
under arrest? Because
For
that's
what?
your next option.
For what?
Trespassing.
You don't need to touch
There's
me.
multiple signs dictating
You don't.
this
No,
is
there is
enclosed
not.
property.
No,
yes,
there is not.
And you just walk past them.
No,
We're
I
ready to
didn't.
Come in.
Right over here.
Exactly. So
Right
that's
over
where they
there.
are. So
No, they're
continue
not.
on. Let's go. I'm more than willing to walk with you.
Don't touch me.
I'm going to touch you. So
No, you're
let's
not.
Go.
No,
Don't
you,
touch
I
me.
can walk.
Okay, so walk.
I can
I'm more
walk.
than willing to walk with you.
Don't touch me. I can
Okay,
walk.
Let's go, please.
I can walk.
Good.
What's wrong
I'm
with
happy
you?
can walk.
G. Martin, Sergeant.
Sergeant 434.
434.
You are in an
What's?
enclosed parking
No,
lot.
I am
that's
not.
Posted
This is
otherwise.
No, it's not.
Let's take a walk. And
We're
we can
gonna
continue
walk.
to talk.
Just don't
No
touch
problem.
me. What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? Why are you back?
You
in
think
the
you could just?
closed lot?
Do you think that you could just touch people?
Absolutely.
Like you? No, you
Take
cannot.
your hands out of your pockets.
I'll put my hand right in my pocket.
Take your hands out of your pockets. That's
Don't-
a safety issue. What's in your pocket? What are
Nothing
you
is in my
reaching for?
pocket. I'm not
What
reaching
are
for
you-
anything.
then take your
It's
hand out of
cold
your pocket.
outside.
Take your hand out of your
It's
pocket.
cold outside.
Please take your hand out of your pocket.
Listen, you got to stop.
Do you want to escalate this, or do you want to continue?
You got to
on your
stop.
way?
We're walking.
Thank you.
We're walking. We're walking. We're walking. We're walking.
Out of the parking lot.
We're walking.
If you want to go right past the sidewalk, you're more than welcome to hang out
We're
there.
walking.
This is enclosed.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Private property.
No, it's not. This is
100%.
public property.
No, it's not.
This is public
Up
property.
until these posted signs.
Go get a
declare it's
lieutenant.
private.
Go get a lieutenant. Go
I'll be
get
more than
somebody.
happy to.
Go get
Stand
somebody
right over
higher
there.
than you.
What do you need? Who would you
Where's
request?
their
Lieutenant?
enclosed? Where's their enclosed property? Where is it? Enclosed, right?
Right there. So
Where?
Let's continue on.
Where?
Continue on.
Where? Do not touch. I don't. I'm not going to tell you again to
Where
not
I'm
touch
telling
me.
you. I'm going. You
Don't
can tell me
touch
anything
me.
you want.
Don't touch me, ma'am. Can you get somebody higher than this guy? Because he's acting like a clown. He's acting like a clown.
Continue on, please.
This is
That's all we need
this
you to do.
is public property.
No, it's not.
Yes,
this
it
is
is.
a private lot.
No, it's not a private
yes,
lot.
It is. Law enforcement only.
No, it's not.
All
Where's
all
your
public
fence?
Access is right up to this yellow. See the yellow?
Where is your
post?
fence?
That's the spot.
Where's your fence?
Why would we enclose it? We
Where
can't
is-
completely enclose it. That makes no
Wha-
sense. It's unreasonable.
Where is your
Continue
fence?
walking. That's all I need you to
Where
do.
is your sign saying that this is private property?
Over here and I'll show you. Let's go.
You got a bad attitude, man. You got a bad attitude.
I do. Why are you walking in back of a private property where we're
Because
trying
I
to
can.
assist somebody who's
Because
having
I-
a medical emergency?
Because I can.
No,
I
you
can.
cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot. And you're more than happy to look into this any way or which you need. This is where it's open to any and all persons. So proceed right over to here and you can hang out as long as you'd like.
Where's your sign?
Continue walking.
Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. If there's no sign, I'm gonna stay right here, right?
Continue walking.
I'm gonna stay right here. If
This
there's
is
no,
open to public access.
this is all
Do
public.
you see the blue sign right
This
there?
is all public,
I'm
sir.
showing it to you right here. See the blue barricaded sign right there? That's where it's posted. So in all
At the
honesty,
entrance?
So in all
At the
honesty,
entrance.
because of the work, we moved it because there's no access right now because of the safety issues with this work going on.
Okay. So what does that have
this
to do
is
with
where
me?
It was, meaning you're not allowed back here unless you're a law enforcement official use only. That's it. So let's proceed, please.
I'm
And
gonna.
please put your mask on. That's more of a safety hazard.
Come on, man.
Please put your mask on.
I'm outside. You're the one coming up to me, touching me. If you're
Because
worried
you're on
about
private property.
if you were worried
It's
about
illegal if you're on
coronavirus,
private property.
if you no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is public property,
It's
sir.
posted private
Let
property.
me ask you a question, Sergeant. Let me ask you a
Continue
question.
walking. As long as you get over here,
Listen,
you can
man,
stop.
you gotta stop touching me. You gotta stop
But
touching
that's
me.
not going to happen until
You
you
gotta
cooperate
stop
because
touching
you're breaking
me.
the law.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
And
I
you're
am
gonna
not.
It's going to be shown up.
No, I am not.
I'm telling you you are.
No, I am not.
You can fight it in court.
I'm not.
You can fight it in
I'm
court.
not breaking
I'm telling
the
you
law.
right now, you're breaking the law.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
I'm telling you you are.
This is a
and
public.
what you say does not matter
This is
to
a
me right
public
now.
building.
This is
a
becoming
public
safety
building.
hazard is what it's becoming.
Safety
we have
hazard.
ongoing construction work
This
here,
is
and
a.
you walk right past
This
it.
is
Take
a.
your hands
This
out of
is
your
a
pocket.
public building. This is a public building
Correct.
funded by taxpayers. Correct.
100% correct.
Okay, so that means this is public area and it's publicly accessible.
it's
If you want to
noted
put
otherwise.
Sergeant, if you want to put a fence, put a fence
No,
up.
why would he put a fence and we can't gain access?
Oh, you can open the
That
fence.
makes no sense. How about a sign?
A sign where?
Official business.
Where?
Right there. Let's
Where?
walk and
There
look
is
at
no
the one you walked
sign.
past.
There
You
is
don't
no
wanna film it.
sign.
Let's go look at
There
it.
is no
Do you want to
sign.
film it? Because you're not showing
There is
it.
no sign.
You can show anything you like.
There
I'm
is
the
no
sign.
sign.
Right here, okay?
There is no sign.
You're on video surveillance. I can care less if you're surveilling us. See? You're okay right here.
I'm
The
okay wherever I
sign's
want to
right
be.
there.
I'm okay. Where? Go get it.
I'm not going
Go
to
get
anything.
it.
Why would I get anything?
Go get it.
Absolutely not.
Go get it.
I'm telling you right now.
What's wrong with you,
are
guy?
Not
What's wrong
authorized
with
past
you?
Here. That's all I'm
What's
telling
wrong
you.
with you?
Do you need to make a report?
What's wrong with you?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
I want to make a complaint
I have
against. I want to
somebody-
make a complaint against you.
No
now
problem.
I have
I'll get
business here
I'll
now.
be more happy to get my senior official to come out here and talk to you. My
Great.
supervisor.
Let's get him out here.
My complaint
because
right now is
I don't care about your
somebody's
complaint.
breaking the law.
I don't care
As
about. I'm
you
not
do.
breaking the law.
So I can either
you
go
broke the
to a
law
place-
by touching me.
Absolutely not.
You broke the
I
law.
have somebody breaking the law and trespassing. I'm
You
allowed
broke
to detain you and remove you.
No,
100%.
you broke the law.
Would you like to talk to
You
one of my
broke the law.
supervisors?
100%.
Sit tight. Do not
100%.
sit tight.
100. What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
Officer Miller, 144.
Officer Miller, 144. Okay.
Can I ask why you were here today?
I'm filming, ma'am.
Okay. Did
I'm
you
filming.
come here for a specific reason?
Yes, I did. I did come here for a specific reason.
What's that?
A personal reason, ma'am. Personal reason.
So did you need to make a report? I mean, that's why we're here. So is it something that you want me to go and we can make a report?
Well, I'm filing a complaint against your sergeant
Well, that was before, or that's now. Why did you come here before?
because this is a public This is a public building and a public lot.
But
That's
you
why.
said that you needed to make a report.
I didn't say that. No, I did not. I did not say I needed to make a report. I said I had business here.
Okay, so what's your business here?
Personal business, ma'am. Personal business.
Okay, so how am I supposed to help you if you come here?
I don't.
You're not going to tell me what this personal
Well,
business is.
Well, ma'am, with all due respect, I didn't ask for your help, and I don't need your help.
But you came here, so an officer usually comes out to help people.
Okay. Well, usually that might be the case, but today that is not the case. I don't need help from law enforcement. I don't need your help specifically.
So then why did you come here if you didn't need help?
I told you that personal reasons, personal business. I have personal business here.
Okay, well then, an officer comes out and talks to people about their personal
That's
business.
and that's
why you
fine.
came.
And that's fine. You could talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about. That's
well,
fine.
Why did you come here? I'm concerned about why you're here. I'm here
Why-
because I work here.
Yeah, I understand
Okay.
that. And I'm here because I fund this building. That's why. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just checking it out. Is that against the law?
You can stand here on the public access side.
This is all public access. There is no signs. This is not a restricted area.
Okay.
If your
So
sergeant,
you're
if your
going through that
sergeant,
with
okay. And if your sergeant would like to arrest me for being in a publicly accessible area, that's going to be on him. I mean, at the end of the day, thousands and thousands of people are going to be seeing this video, and you guys are going to be held responsible for arresting a private citizen on public property, because police stations are public. What you guys got in the back behind your sealed doors, that's restricted. That's a restricted area. And your parking lot's not restricted, ma'am. If I came here in my car, where would I park?
Well, normally you would park here, but as you can see, it's under construction.
So
That's
where-
why we moved our sign up there, as Sergeant Martin was explaining to you.
Okay. What does the sign say?
It says this is public, or this is the private side for police only.
So if you move the sign, that means it's not private anymore, right? So if somebody came here, hear me out. If somebody came here to make a report, right? That's not what I'm here to do. But if somebody came here to make a report, they come in here, they would have no choice but to park right behind you, correct?
No, they can park wherever.
But ma'am, where over here would they park? There is nowhere to
As
park.
you can see, no one here is making a report right now, so
But if
they
they
can really park wherever they wanted.
if they wanted, I mean, ma'am, this is one street, so you can't park here because then you'll be
Well,
blocking
right
people
now,
from
like
coming
you
in.
said, you're kind of at a weird time because we are undergoing construction to make it actually better for the public access.
All right?
You got it?
Yeah, if you need anything, let me know. Just go help them. He needs the assistance. You're just holding up somebody that needs assistance. That's all.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You are.
I am?
You can leave.
Why would I leave? This is the property.
This
Like
is public
I-
property, sir.
100%.
Sir, so
right
what?
up to here.
So, sir, if I came here,
Can I ask you a simple question?
no,
real
no.
quick?
Let me finish what I'm saying first.
Go ahead.
And then I'll let you speak.
Yeah.
If I came here, right, in my car, where am I gonna park? Where am I gonna park?
Do you see what's going on? I hope you can film this.
So, yeah, I'll get it right now.
Obviously an issue with
So,
parking.
so
right
where
now.
would I park?
So tell me what's reasonable
So,
for you.
I would park.
Driving through a construction site?
So you wouldn't. So if somebody came here, they can't park over here in your lot.
There's
That's
no
what you're
parking
telling me.
right along the roadway over here and walk up into this easily accessible area? Is that not reasonable? What's unreasonable is walking past all this construction with no mask on, by the way, which I
I am
asked you
outside.
several
I am
times,
outside.
within 6 feet.
So get away from me. So don't be 6 feet
You're the
in front
one
of me.
continuing to walk towards me.
No, you're the one that grabbed my arm. It's all on. This is why I record, sir.
I hope you record that.
I
There's going
did.
to be evidence to keep
Yes,
this
I
issue
did.
because you're
No,
trespassing
no,
on
I'm not.
private property.
No, I'm not.
Official business.
Where
only
is your
passed here.
superior?
He's not available. He's not here. That's why I'm out here to get all your information.
No,
and I'll
no, no,
provide his
no, no.
information.
That's not how this is
Well,
gonna
then
work.
you can
I
sit here
want
and wait. That's
to.
fine
I
with me.
want to speak to your superior.
Sit here and wait. When he's available, he'll come talk to you.
I want
What's
to
your
speak to
name?
your superior.
What's your name?
Or I'll call the state police and
Call
have them
whoever
come.
you want.
Or I'll have call the state police
Call
and have
whomever you would
and have
like.
them come speak to you because
Call.
you just assaulted a private citizen.
You just broke
You
the
just
law. Is
no,
that
I
what you
did
wanna
not.
know? So
no,
it's not
I
assault
did.
if I'm detaining
No,
you to
I
remove
did. You just assault.
Stopping a
no,
crime from happening?
That's not a crime.
Trespassing on private property.
When there's no sign and there's nobody telling me that it's private
I
property.
just told you.
You grabbed me
I just
after
told
you
you.
grabbed me
After
before
I told
before
you
you
and you
told
weren't
me.
cooperating.
No, you grabbed me. I was trying to have a conversation with you.
No.
You
I
wanted to get
advised you it was
hands on.
private property. You had to leave, and you said
You
no.
wanted to get hands
How about
on
we
and grab
review
me.
your video?
It's gonna get reviewed
Real-
by many people, more people
Please
than
do.
just me, sir.
Please do.
More people
So
than just
please,
me.
Scan this whole area because you like to just zoom in on me. Scan the whole area so
I'll
the whole
record.
world,
I'll
whoever you're showing,
I'll
can see how
record.
reasonable
The
this
whole
is.
world will see it.
Show them. How
They will see
reasonable
it.
is this whole
They
situation?
will see it.
Will
You don't
walk
know
past
me.
this whole
You don't.
site?
Okay.
Show
You don't
them.
know.
wanna
You don't
show
know.
them.
You don't know
How
who
come
watches.
You don't want to show them
I've
to show
taken.
the world how
I
reasonable this is.
have taken plenty of video
Okay, good.
of this parking
So
lot.
show 'em.
They're going to see it,
Why don't you show them?
and they're going to see your actions here today.
Good. As
Which were
they
up,
should.
which are abhorrent. They were abhorrent. You.
So it's not reasonable for you to not be back there. You think you should be back there?
I think I have a right to be wherever I want to be. I'm a private
Even
citizen.
after the fact I told you that you're not permitted to be back there?
If you tell me I'm not permitted to be back there,
I already did. I told you multiple times you didn't want to comply.
No.
You
I was trying to.
create more of a video situation.
No. Not true.
I
You
wanna
grab.
get
Who
you-
put their hands on who? You grabbed
I
me,
want to
sir.
get you to speak to my supervisor.
You grabbed
because
me.
that's what
I
you
want to
requested,
speak.
correct?
Yes,
Please,
I want to.
by all means. What's your name?
I want to. I'm not giving you my name. You
What-
can put.
what am I gonna say?
Okay, there you go.
Anonymous person?
You can put good.
Samaritan, right?
No. Good citizen. Good
Citizen. What's your phone number, good citizen?
Good citizen.
What's your phone number?
I'll give it to the lieutenant.
Well, you gonna wait here for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait right here in the public.
No problem. You're
In the
allowed to
public.
wait right here. Like I told you back there, you're permitted right here. You're okay
Yeah.
right here. This is open to the public right here.
I'm letting you, listen, Sergeant Martin. I'm telling you right now. You've been serving since 2007, correct?
Correct.
So what is that? 14 years?
Give or take.
Okay. So 14 years you've been a police officer.
Correct.
I'm telling you right now, you're not going to want to arrest me for not breaking the law. If there is no sign and if there is nothing saying, hold on, let me finish and then you can talk. That's how this works.
Go ahead.
Okay. So if there is no sign saying that I can't be here, this is a public facility. I'm telling you, I've done this at Suffolk County Police Headquarters.
You can do it anywhere
I've
you
done
like.
it in places much
Perfect. I wanna
bigger,
make sure you see everything
much
going on here.
great, much bigger than this department
Okay.
I've been at.
Yes.
And they have not arrested me. Do you know why, Sergeant?
I have no idea. I
Do
don't
you
know
know?
part of those
Can
police departments.
okay, but can I tell you why they didn't arrest me?
Please do.
Because I'm not breaking the law, and
Okay,
you'd be
fine.
making a very big mistake, Sergeant. I'm like,
First of
you're
all, I don't make big mistakes.
Okay.
Second of all,
Touching me was
I
your first
informed
big
you.
mistake.
You weren't cooperating and you were breaking the law.
No, I was not.
So-
You're lying. I'm not breaking the law.
No.
I can walk wherever I want.
Not if I provide you otherwise. I'm
So,
the authoritative
there is-
figure of this property, and I'm telling you,
Unless
right now, this
can I-
is private property past this point,
I'm gonna let
which
you
I
speak.
explained to you over there.
I'm gonna let you
Correct?
speak.
Thank you, because I did the same to you.
Okay.
Right? Now, I told you this area, entrance to this area, is open to all public. Correct? Did I not tell you that?
Okay.
We can review the film if you'd like. Over there,
You'll
it's
see
not. I advised you multiple times of that. You were not cooperating.
I was talking.
And then you're interfering
It's not true.
with an aided investigation with somebody
I'm not
needing
interfering.
care.
I'm not interfering with any investigation. No, I was not.
In private property, yes, you are.
No, I wasn't. This is
They were
public
permitted
property,
there. You were not. Very simple.
Sir, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. Before you make a mistake, I'm performing
You're
a
not
first.
being arrested. What I'm telling you
okay.
is what happened.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to tell you why I'm here.
Now,
Ready?
my-
I'm performing a
You can-
first. I'm telling you,
Go
I'm
ahead,
here.
please do whatever you
I'm
do.
performing a First Amendment
Okay.
protected activity. You took an oath to
Correct.
uphold the Constitution of
That's
the
what I
United
was doing.
States.
Removing somebody that's
I
not
am.
permitted to
I
be
am
somewhere.
performing a
Okay.
First Amendment protected
You're allowed
activity.
to be right here. I'm telling you this.
Sir, I
You're
can't
not
go.
allowed to be there.
Sir,
Here,
I've
yes,
researched.
there,
Sir,
no.
I've researched the law. I
can
can't go.
research whatever
I
you like.
can't go behind your little
Okay.
restricted
You can-
areas
correct.
in the back.
This is a restricted
No,
area.
it is not.
I'm telling you it is.
No, it's not.
There doesn't have to be a sign posted. You
Yes,
know what?
there does.
There was a sign right here. You know why there's not right now? Pan your camera,
They've
and it'll
seen
be
it.
very
They've seen
reasonable
it.
why there's no sign right here. This whole parking lot, which is now probably a safety hazard, has been being redone.
Okay. So how is that my problem?
Because they removed some signs that were posted here. Some of them. I'm telling you, me personally, Officer Martin, Sergeant Martin, 434 is my badge. Like you said, serving since 2007.
Yeah.
This is restricted
Okay.
to authorized personnel only.
Okay.
Period.
So I'm
This
gonna.
is
I'm
not.
gonna. I'm
Where
gonna,
you are is not. Where you walked with me all the way over here is not.
Okay. So I'm
you're
gonna.
good
I'm gonna
here.
need you to tell me exactly where I can and cannot walk. Then.
Right past this concrete.
Well, this is where.
Continuous line into the woods.
This
That's
is
it.
this
Very simple.
this concrete line
I just
is
told you.
is where I could park my vehicle if I came here.
No.
Yes, it
Bro,
would.
I just
I would be
told
able
you
to park.
both
I would be able to park here if I came in my
Parking area is
vehicle.
over there.
There is no parking
There's
area.
a spot right there. If you'd
No,
like
there
to park
isn't.
there, I give you permission.
There
to park
is no park. Then the other person can't get in.
Who's the other person?
What if somebody came to file a complaint?
Then we'll find them another spot. There's multiple spots.
No,
they
there
can park.
isn't. No, there isn't.
You're being
No,
unreasonable.
no, there
It's hard
isn't.
for me
There
to be
is.
reasonable with you when you're being unreasonable with me. The parking
Sergeant,
lot's
you
under
came up to
construction.
me aggressively grabbing me, pushing me.
After you refused to cooperate. when I
No,
told
that is
you
not
it's
true.
private area
We're
and
going
you
to
did
show
not
the
leave.
video to state police.
Show whomever you'd
We're
like
going to
to.
show the video to
Show
state
them.
police, and we're going to see how this
If
is
you need
going
to
to
make a
go.
report, I'm done now. If you need to make a report,
Where is
so
your
be it.
where is your lieutenant?
He's not here. I just told you that. You can wait in this lobby. What are you doing?
I'm
Relax.
trying to
Why
open
are
the
you
door.
pushing me?
You pushed me.
You just pushed into me. So
I'm
relax.
grabbing the door. You just pushed me.
You can sit in here and wait if you'd like. The facilities are open.
I can
right
do
now.
whatever
With
I
a
want
mask
to do.
on. With
I could
a
do
mask
it- I could
on.
do whatever I
You can
wanna
sit
do.
right here. These facilities are closed. They are closed. I'm warning you. You can sit right here and make a report. If you need to make one, I'll get somebody here for you.
Yeah, I need the lieutenant. Right now we are going to wait for a superior to Sergeant Martin. I really want to speak with Todd Saris, Chief of Police here, about the actions of his sergeant. Inexplicable actions. Completely unreasonable. As you guys could see in the video, there is no signs deeming it a restricted area. There is no barricades deeming it a restricted area. And he thought it was proper to use force on someone exercising their First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, which include the publicly accessible parking lot. As you can see, that is the entrance over there where we came from. There is no signs and there is no gates blocking me from going back there.
How you doing?
Looks like we got somebody to speak to. What's your name, sir?
I'm Lieutenant Powers.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Good Citizen.
Good Citizen? Is that why you want me to call you Good
That's what you want me, yeah. I'll be following up. I'm sure you'll get my name. I'll be following up with the councilwoman, man, supervisor here. But what's your rank here?
I'm a lieutenant.
You're a lieutenant?
Yes.
Okay. So sergeant that was just speaking with me outside.
Okay.
I want to file a complaint against him.
Okay, a complaint in regards to what?
And a complaint in regards. Do you guys have? First question for you. Do you guys have a internal affairs division here?
Internal affairs. We do have a process that handles
holds civilian complaints
Yeah.
against officers. Okay, great. So that's what I want to do, a formal one.
Okay.
I would also like to FOIL the his record.
Okay, well, any FOIL requests are done right here on a form.
Okay.
We can do them online. It's also posted online on our website.
Okay.
So these.
I want to look up his disciplinary record.
Okay. Well, here's the FOIL request.
Okay, great. So you want to hear about the complaint?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I was outside filming, conducting a First Amendment protected activity.
Yeah, where outside?
I was in a publicly accessible area. If you would like, we can walk around if you want, and I can show you exactly where I was.
Point it out to them.
Okay.
Obviously, you can see our,
So
our parking lot's under construction. So.
I understand. So there, you have no signs. No, there's nothing indicating to me that this is a restricted area.
Restricted area.
So I walked by. Like I said, I'm working on a story. First Amendment protected activity. Was filming whatever I could see from a publicly accessible area. Sergeant Martin, right?
Martin, yeah.
Sergeant Martin came out. What are you doing? I told him I'm filming. He immediately said, "You can't be back here." Immediately grabbed.
Where were you, around the back?
Oh yeah, around the corner. Where again, there's no signs or anything like that.
Oh, well, let's just pause for a second. I understand there's no signs here, and obviously you can see we haven't construction done. We did have signs, but I'm going to make sure that we put temporary sign back up for you, so this doesn't happen again.
Just for anybody, not just for me, for anybody.
Yeah, well, I don't think most people would see the construction lot and say, yeah, I probably shouldn't go there because there's no cars parked around here. No, this is typically a parking lot.
I'm not most people. You'll get to understand that.
But there is a sign posted on the side of the building over there, and there is a sign posted around the back of the building.
Okay.
Obviously, the sign had to be removed to do our construction.
Okay.
But I'll work on getting a temporary one right here that's plain for everyone.
The sign is like the least relevant thing to what's going on here because his actions.
What'd
So I was back there filming. I told him I'm performing a First Amendment protected activity, that I'm just filming in a public space. He said, you can't be back here. Immediately grabs me, starts pushing me backwards, grabs my arm. It's all on video, Lieutenant. Grabs my arm, continues to push me back. He said I'm breaking the law. I was not breaking the law. There is no breaking. If I enter into a publicly accessible area when there's no signs, I'm allowed to be there. If you want to come out and tell me that it's a restricted area and I can't be there, that's fine. Then I have to leave, correct?
Did
So
he inform you of that?
he did, while he's pushing me and grabbing me and pushing me out of his restricted area. Completely uncalled for, completely unprofessional, completely unbecoming of a public servant. And I would like to file a complaint for excessive force because I was not even breaking the law. You have to let me know it's a restricted area first, and then if I refuse to leave, then I guess you can consider it trespassing. I don't even know how that would hold up in court because there's no signs, there's no nothing. So I don't know if you would even arrest me for being back there right now because there is nothing. Only your word is telling me it's restricted. Other than that, but it's accessible, as you can see from the public entrance over there. Accessible. There is no gates. There is nothing. So, and this is a public building.
Yeah.
So, again, I want to file a complaint for excessive force.
Okay.
And again, I just want to make it very clear to you, Lieutenant Powers. Want to make it crystal clear to you that this is not something that's just going to go away. There's going to be people calling your department. A lot of people calling your department. There's a lot of concerned patriots that watch my videos. Right? So I'm telling you, it's not going to go away. We're going to be calling. So I want to make sure that he's held accountable for his actions here today. There's no reason.
I want to make sure that you understand that this is a restricted area. As I'm informing you right now, that anything past this pavement back there is restricted. Obviously, this is all open to the public. This is how we conduct business with the public. But this is a restricted area because we do carry out prisoner business and stuff in the back, and that's why no one's allowed back there. And for the safety of our department vehicles and equipment we have back there.
Okay.
So you do understand that now.
And that's fine. I mean, you guys should just have signs, maybe even a gate.
Like I said, we did have signs, but obviously under the condition of our parking lot and the construction going
Okay.
on.
And I would agree with you that I could understand that. I could understand you are going through construction. What I won't understand is Sergeant Martin's excessive force used on a non-law break. Like I said, if there's no signs, that means I'm there legally with a First Amendment protected activity, conducting one. You guys swore oaths to the Constitution.
I understand that.
Okay.
And I'll look into it, but I'll have to take your information, obviously.
Okay.
If you want to make a complaint.
Great. You could put my name. You'll figure out my name eventually.
I can't use
Yes, you
citizen.
can. I've done this plenty of times. You're gonna see.
If you want to make a complaint, I need your.
I'll give you my phone number, and so you can reach out to me, and you can put good citizen.
So your name is Good. First name is Good.
Yeah, that's what you can call me.
Okay.
Good citizen.
What's your phone number?
Good citizen.
Do you have an email address, right?
No, I'm not gonna give that.
No.
No address, nothing. That's all you really need. But I wanted, what you really need is the video, which I will give you guys. Give you the video of him using excessive force against me. Okay. And like I said, I think this should
How
be.
How am I going to get that video?
You can give me your email, and I'll email it to you. I'll email you the clip of it. I'll email you the clip. But you're going to see it. I mean, you're going to see it. I'm telling you, this is what I do. I'm a constitutional activist, and I'm telling you this is what I do, and I'm telling you you're going to see it. You can give Suffolk County PD a call. You know Suffolk County PD headquarters in Yaphank?
Yaphank, yeah.
I was in their parking lot, and there was nothing they can do because they have no signs. It's publicly accessible, and there was nothing they can do, and they winded up, and now there's an IAB investigation. They know who I am.
Okay.
State police know who I am. So you're going to find out as soon as you go back in there and you start your investigation. I hope that you really do one. You'll find out who I am. You'll see the video. You're going to see it along with tens of thousands of other people. Like I said, you're going to have to change your phone number or something because they're going to be calling you. And he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Excessive force against a private citizen not breaking the law.
So what exactly you're saying excessive? What did he? Can you show me or demonstrate on your?
Yeah. So he grabbed my arm.
Okay.
And he's pushing me back. You can't be here.
Out of the back, in the area. In
Yeah.
the back.
So as I'm walking backwards, like as I'm pushing you, you're going backwards, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't like it, right? I'm trying to show you exactly what he's doing to
Remove
me.
it from the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grabbing my arm and pushing me backwards. After I'm already
Do you have any injuries or anything?
I don't know. I'm gonna go get it checked out. I'm gonna go get my arm checked out. I'm gonna go to the doctor right now and get it checked out because he was grabbing my arm pretty forcefully. And like I said, there needs to be accountability here. I said, whoa. Let's have a conversation. Slow down. Let's have a conversation first, and you could explain to me why this is restricted with no signs, but he wanted to take the route where he's gonna grab me and physically remove a non-law breaking citizen from the property, a publicly accessible area. So, like I said, I want an investigation done. I want to file a formal complaint. You're going to see the video. I guarantee you will. Your chief or whoever, your council people here, they're going to see it. Everybody's going to see it. So I'm letting you know as a warning so that way you can actually do your job here today and investigate it and hold him accountable. Because there is no, I'm not just one person here. I might be one person with a camera now, but very soon that's not going to be the case. So I'm letting you know. Just I hope you guys do the investigation. So who does the investigation against an excessive force?
Well, I'll be looking at it initially.
You will. So I can refer people to Lieutenant P. Powers. Okay. So they will. Do you have a badge number or no?
I don't have a shield number.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna make sure there's a sign out here that says.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want
we
with your
don't have
park.
this issue in the future.
You could do whatever you want. Yeah, but I mean, listen, just to be fair to you, Lieutenant, that if there's a sign there, even if whatever, there's a sign there, whatever, and you can't physically remove, you can't touch a private citizen. You can say, hey, listen, you're not supposed to be back here. I don't know if you saw the sign, sir, but you're not supposed to be back here. I need you to leave. And then if I refuse to leave, then okay, you can use it. You can trespass me and arrest me and do whatever you need to do. But the first action of a police officer, a public servant, should not be to physically remove a journalist from the property who's working on a story, which is protected by the First Amendment. So this is exactly what I'm trying to explain to you, that the signs really doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I'm sure you're going to put up signs. I'm sure you're going to put up a bunch of signs now. Great. But that doesn't mean anything to me. What's important to me is the officer's actions here today, which were completely unacceptable. Sergeants, and he's a supervisor as well. He should know better. So,
well, I'll look into your complaint, Mr.
Okay.
Good citizen, and
great,
I'll get back to you.
great, thank you.
All right.
I'll be following back up with you.
Have a good day.
You'll
If
see
you
me
want
again
to,
soon.
You can do the FOIA request online if you want. Or
Great. No, I'm gonna actually go grab the. I'm gonna go grab the
I'll give you the form.
the form, and I could just bring it to this records window here.
Yeah, the regular she's out. I want to with you right now.
Okay, I'll come back. Now, can I? Is there going to be an incident number or a? Is there going to be something associated with this?
Yeah,
so that would.
something.
Okay, and how am I going to get that? You can give me a ring and you're going to let me
Yeah.
know. Okay, I'll be back. So, maybe you can give it to me then. But I'm going to need that number.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
do
can
it.
FOIL request the actual complaint and what you're putting in it and stuff like that. Like I said, you'll see the video. If not, I'll come back with it. But I'm pretty sure you'll see it.
Okay.
So I appreciate you looking into this for me and doing your job and upholding your oath to the Constitution.
All right. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. We got the FOIA request right here. Records is out to lunch. We're gonna fill this out and come back. As I said before, Sergeant Martin's actions were completely uncalled for, completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And we're gonna hold him accountable here. Like I said, I'm gonna need your guys' help. East Hampton Town Police, New York, all their information, all the information on who you need to speak to will be in the description, right below that like button. I'm definitely gonna need your guys' help with this one. That lieutenant did not seem too enthused about investigating his sergeant, so we're gonna have to make sure we hold him accountable. Also, I wanted to thank you guys for the donations to my PayPal. I appreciated it. I'm putting it right back into the channel. We're gonna be heading over to Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, everywhere on the East Coast. We're gonna hold them accountable. And we're gonna exercise our First Amendment right to film in public, in publicly accessible areas. I appreciate your guys' support. I'll see you in the next video.
When facing unlawful orders or aggressive behavior, remember, your rights don't disappear just because someone in uniform says so. Always stay calm, document everything, and demand accountability. Respect is earned, not forced, and standing firm for your rights is how real change begins. Imagine being stopped by not just one, but 2 police supervisors simply for taking pictures in public, then being falsely told you're trespassing just for what your eyes can see. In today's story, a journalist stands firm as officers push baseless demands, revealing a troubling gap between authority and the law. How far will they go before realizing they picked the wrong fight?
Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Pretty well. I'm looking to do an open records request for the city.
Do what?
An open records request for public information.
Public record.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go down this hallway here, down the steps, second door on the right. It's the city clerk.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have the tribute hall here. Our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be a problem when we record them.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How can I help you today?
I'm here to do a public records request.
Okay. Need a clipboard.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to see me?
Just want to get some cards too.
That's fine. This is me. And this is the boss. This is the city clerk. And then the others are just
Okay.
whoever is in everybody else's.
Thanks, Ashley.
You're very welcome. Let me know if you have any questions on the application. Just try to be specific as possible, okay?
Okay, great. So here is the City of South Haven public records request form. Ashley was kind enough to give us her boss's, Andrea's, work card as well as hers. Let's fill this out. So it's just the first, last name, title, and salary of all city employees for the City of South Haven.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
sir. All right, so we have up to 7 business days to fill a public record request. We'll contact you once the request has been filled, and it's $20 for the $21 for the public record request. I think they've added an additional $1 for filing purposes, which I can pull that. I want to say I got a copy. It's a reason why it went up that $1. Probably gotta go get a reason, but it is an extra $1, and I don't think we've updated this application to read such.
Okay.
Because this is just saying a 20, but I know they've went before the board with this whole $1 that the state's requiring for a filing fee.
Okay.
So we went in, opted in, and I can get that updated. But $20, 25 cents a page, and then there's $1 for a filing fee. But I'll
Okay.
contact you with the amount total once I get done, because I don't know how lengthy it's gonna be. Even if you wanted to email, I think it's per. I have to verify.
Okay.
Sometimes it's per sheet, you know.
Okay.
If we have to still.
Yeah,
print
it's
it
strange.
out.
Usually when I do a public records request and if it's emailed and there's no kind of cost required, because it's just being emailed, it's not really costing you anything.
That's true. Because on here, because of it says CD digital, but there's another now.
Yeah.
This is older. Some of the
Yeah.
pages older. I think they do charge for emails as well. But
Okay.
I will verify.
And just get back to me, yeah.
Yeah, because Alyssa is usually over public records, so she's more savvy than I am. But sometimes when she's out, I'm the backup to it.
Okay.
That's why I know about that $1 because I saw it come through my email.
Okay.
And we need to update this one. So, I'll get back with you. So we usually have 7 business days. Today's is the 20th. So the 28th is our deadline.
Okay. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate
You
your
are very welcome.
appreciate your time today.
Yes, sir. You have a great rest of the day.
You too. All right, guys. Ashley was very nice. Let's take a look around the building here in the publicly accessible parts. Have a great day, guys.
Hi, how are you? Okay, I'm okay, thank you.
You too. All right, guys. So we're at the South Haven Police Department, right across the street from the South Haven City Hall, where we had a pleasant experience just now. So let's hope we have the same experience here. Let's take a look around the publicly accessible areas of the parking lot, and then we'll go inside. So far, so good. No issues.
Hello, man.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
I'm Anhanhkoem, South Haven Police Department. Something we can help you with?
No.
No.
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Cook with the South End Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jeffy.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there a
doing.
reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them
says
say,
government and one doesn't?
well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I
Are
mean?
you from Mississippi, or
Oh, I'm not from the area. No,
where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah,
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself. That's
Do you have
correct.
ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me. No,
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
Anything, something
no.
with your picture on it?
no.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of the state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who we got and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me, and I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself
Okay.
unless
You're not gonna give your name, date of birth,
unless I committed a crime. No, or
Well, it's
you
not necessarily you
suspect
committed
me.
a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public.
Mm-hmm.
We usually, well, I say usually, we always we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via citation if they've made a traffic stop, or they called us out there, or we get a call from say City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and I understand your policy completely.
Right. So that
and,
policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So
Yeah.
if
And-
you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
my policy is I don't identify myself
Okay.
unless you
Then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
Why
then we'll
why
progress
would
further.
why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here. Then you're on.
So
I
because
understand it's
so
government property.
you're saying because I won't
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
because I won't identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here. No.
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you don't want to give me that. So it's tit for tat.
But it's not a tit for tat.
Okay.
That's not very
was your name?
professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Okay, where's your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID
Okay,
unless
have a
you
good day.
suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that lawful
No,
order.
you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to
You just
demand.
did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law,
If you could,
you know
could
who I
please
am.
leave. All right.
Well,
And
please
one
leave.
thing, if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department,
So
by
what's
all means,
this
listen.
camera over here says law enforcement? Is that
That's actually a personal tag.
so? Why does it say? Why would they do that?
Because they're police.
Preferential
Because the state of
treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund. So when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for.
I can respect that. Yeah.
That's what that tag's for.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my own marked unit that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the
I'm
plain,
telling you right now,
it's the
if
plain
you're
view
looking-
doctrine.
looking
It's
at
the
these
plain,
cars-
it's the plain view doctrine, correct?
Plain
If
view.
you could see it, are you
What is
trespassing
your
into?
reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car?
Are you when
Tell
you
me
look
what
in
your-
when you're
tell
on a
me what
traffic
your-
stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk?
I'll
When you're
listen to you.
at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight, do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Anything you can see from public.
Right.
That's it. And if you see a drugs or a gun or a firearm
Well, what's
from
the
plain
difference between you and
view,
me? What's the difference between you and me?
nothing really.
Is there not? Because I have this on here,
Yeah.
and it's also a
You
safety
have a
hazard
badge.
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a gun or an RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah, it's-
You, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out
Correct.
there getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in
We have-
public.
we have-
They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to
once we
Walmart and do the
stop
same thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, so this is public property, sir. That's the difference. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look
I
at
understand
my,
where
in
you're.
my
I
officer's
understand what you're
vehicle.
asking me, sir.
Because
I
not every
understand.
vehicle out here is for an officer.
I
Some of these
understand
are
that.
public cars of people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's
And we have
parked
the
in
legal right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not.
I'm
being very reasonable. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay,
And
great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should take that seriously. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see how they try and make it seem? How they try and make it seem that they can demand ID whenever they want. And to somebody who doesn't know their rights, and this is exactly why I make these kinds of videos, for somebody who doesn't know their rights, they would have, honestly, been intimidated by the lieutenant and the sergeant here, and they would have handed over their identification because it's a lawful order. Wrong. It's not a lawful order. Now they're going to go about their day. This is public property. He's not going to stop me from walking around public property and taking pictures of vehicles like they do it all the time. They look inside vehicles. It's called the plain view doctrine. They need to learn the law. They need to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That's what they need to do. Here he comes, making his U-turn over here. Yeah, you have a nice day, Lieutenant. Alright guys, so we're just getting out of the South Haven Police Department and the South Haven City Hall across the street here in Mississippi. So as far as the City Hall goes, they did an excellent job. The police officers stationed inside did not question my camera or my recording, which is a good thing. They just pointed me in the right direction and did not seem to care that I was exercising a constitutional right. As far as the Deputy City Clerk Ashley, she did an amazing job. She was very cordial, helped me with my request, was very pleasant to deal with, and set a good example for her city. And I commend her for that. Now, as far as the lieutenant and the sergeant who confronted me right outside the parking lot here, shame on them. They were both tyrants, ignorant of the law. Not only did they have this false perception that if I do not give over my driver's license or my name and date of birth, that they can restrict a constitutionally protected activity. Completely ridiculous. Completely. How can you restrict a constitutionally protected activity just because I didn't bow to your needs? I only give over my name and date of birth or my driver's license if they suspect me of committing a crime. And they did not suspect me of committing any crime. They tried to say that it was suspicious. We all know suspicion is not a crime. They said I was looking inside of personal vehicles. Isn't that what they do for a living? Isn't that what they do all day? Have you ever been pulled over and the police officer shines his light in your car looking throughout it? They said I needed probable cause and that I would be trespassing on private property by looking inside of people's vehicles. That's what they do for a living. And they use the plain view doctrine to support that, which obviously they've never heard of. Completely ridiculous behavior here. Once I started feeding them the law and educating them on our constitutional rights and the laws here in Mississippi, they figured out who I was. They were like, oh, I've seen this guy before. They didn't want to mess with me any longer, and they ended up leaving, doing the drive off of shame. But the reason why these videos are so important is because what if somebody didn't know the law? What if they weren't as confident in their constitutional rights? They would have believed the BS that a lieutenant and a sergeant, both supervisors, were spewing out. That's ridiculous. Trespassing on private property by looking inside of a car? That's ridiculous. Stopping and interfering with a constitutionally protected activity because I will not bow down to your unlawful request and provide you my name and date of birth? Who do they think they are? Hopefully they get a good education here today and they learn something. And let's see what the court of public opinion has to say about their actions. So let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island.
When someone in authority pressures you to surrender your rights without cause, remember, ignorance of the law is no excuse for them or for you. Always stay calm, know your rights, and stand firm. Protecting freedom doesn't start in court. It starts the moment you say, "No, I know my rights.